Hello, good morning friends. Uh, I myself Manish Madhu, Senior Radio Imaging Technician. Today I am going to take a lecture about MRI basic safety. For course objective, we will understand the MRI safety precautions and its procedure. Chapter 1, MRI basics first. The magnet is always on. Remember this thing, whenever there is the MRI machine, the magnet is always on. Clinical magnetic resonance MRI uses the magnetic properties of hydrogen and its interaction with both a large external magnetic field and radio waves to produce highly detailed images of the human body. So mainly when we take the images of MRI, it uses the magnetic field and radio waves. So there is nothing to worry about radiation. There is no radiation. MRI terms for ferromagnetics having a high susceptibility to magnetization, the strength of which depends on that the applied magnetization field and that may be persist after removal of the applied field. Examples: iron, nickels, cobalt, DBs, bullets. These all things are ferromagnetic, which should not be allowed in the MRI RF room. Ferromagnetic items cannot be brought into the MRI environment as it attracts very highly into the RF room, which is dangerous. MRI signs and equipments. So before entering in the MRI room or whenever we are projecting MRI area, we keep some MRI signs and equipments. These are the signs: MRI safe in a green, cautions, and which are not safe. Important signs: MRI safe. These items can be taken into a scanner if marked properly with MRI safe sticker. Example: IV poles, step stools, and stethoscopes. Keep these items in MRI, they are very expensive. So these MRI safe items can be taken in the MRI room. Important signs: conditional. Some of these items can be taken in the scanner, some cannot. Some items can only be taken into 1.5 Tesla rooms. Ask MRI technologist before taking into scanner. When you are taking the patient to the MRI room, if you know about the area, you must ask to the MRI technologist and then enter the room if you are not aware about the things. Important signs: MRI unsafe. These items cannot be taken into the MRI: oxygen tanks, phones, pagers, laryngoscopes, etc. As the oxygen tank is heavily, it can attract very fast or in a attractive, so it may damage to the MRI to the patient also. Phones and pages must not be allowed in the room as it will corrupt your data. Hand magnet. A hand magnet is used to test external items for MRI safety. This is not a safe way to test implants in a patient's body. If there is any doubt, do not take items into the rooms. Special equipment for the MRI. Here we are showing this is the chair which is MR compatible. So only MR compatible equipments should be allowed in the MRI with the permission of MRI technologist. Wheelchairs, stretchers, monitors, oxygen tanks, IV pumps, these items are kept in MRI. Oxygen tanks. Color of oxygen tank does not determine whether tanks are MRI safe or not. Oxygen tank must be labeled non-magnetic. Chapter 3, patient or employee screening. When you are taking the patient or employee, they must be screened out before entering the room. All patients, family members and staff must be screened by level 2 personnel before entering the MRI environment. Level 2 personnel are the only staff able to metal screening. only level 2 persons are allowed to screen the metal. Level 2 person must ask questions regarding metal implants before patient is brought into the room. When you are taking into the MRI room, you must ask whether the patient has any metals or not. Patient screening must be entered into radiology assessment before bringing the patient to the room. What to ask? Here we are showing, and we have made a list of metal screening, which will be called metal screening. Like see, in this picture, metal screening, metal in eyes, working metal, pacemaker, all the list is mentioned here, and we have to mention yes or no. You, that means you are unknown about the metals. Metal implants. If a patient, family member or staff member has a metal implant, the implant make and model number will have to reviewed in the MRI safety handbook by level 2 personnel. If there is no documentation, a radiologist will have to decide on whether the patient can be scanned or not. Documentation of implants or consents must be entered into radiology assessment before patient is brought into MRI. So there must be taken an assessment before entering the MRI room. If a patient has an implant without documentation, they will not be allowed in the scanner room. There no exceptions. See, we have mentioned the last point, there are no exceptions. If you are not known about any metallic things, you must not enter the you must not allow the patient into the MRI room before the permission of radiologist or MRI technologist. Working with metal. If a patient or staff member has worked with metal and has had metal shavings in his eyes, an orbital X-ray will need to be obtained and a radiologist will need to clear the images before the patient can have an MRI. If a family member or staff member has metal in their eyes, they cannot enter the MRI environment without orbital X-rays. X-rays will only be done if it is absolutely necessary that the person be in the room. Example, MRI technician or MRI nurses. So, if there is need of X-rays, whether patient has having any metal in the body, then only it should be allowed. Example, patient with metal in or around eye. See, there is an arrow at orbital space. No heavy eye makeup or metal in eyes. Metal in eyes can result in burning of the optic nerve, causing permanent vision loss. See the dangerous thing of allowing or having metal with in his eye. It may damage to the optic nerve. Burns. Most probably MRI occurs burning. MRI will generate heat at a very fast rate. Remove before the scan reduce the risk of burns. Medication patches, ECG patches, pulse oximeter sensors, all metallic clothing, jewelry, etc. Burns can be caused by any of the above items. Examples of MRI burns. Items not permitted in a scanner. These items, this is the list of items which should not be allowed in the MRI room. Purse, wallet, money clip, credit cards, magnetic chips, electronic devices such as beepers or cell phones, hearing aids, metal jewelry, watches, pens, paper, clips, keys, coins, hair barrettes, hair pins, any article of clothing that has a metal zipper, buttons, snaps, hooks, under wire or metal threads. These things should not be allowed in MRI. Chapter 4, MRI personnel. There are two types of MRI personnel, level 1 personnel and level 2 personnel. Here we have divided in two parts, level 1 and level 2. Level 1 personnel, employees that need a basic knowledge of MRI but do not work in MRI on a full-time basis includes facilities, public safety, anesthesia students, physician assistants, floor nurses, ICU nurses. These are people we have categorized in level 1, which they are doing in MRI but they are not knowledgeable or much knowing about MRI safety. These employees do not have access to MRI. they need to be monitored by level 2 personnel. So these people are not allowed to access of MRI. Level 2 personnel, employees that work full time in MRI and have a vast knowledge of MRI and the safety risks involved. These employees are in charge of making sure the MRI area is a safe environment at all times. Examples: MRI technologists, MRI nurses, radiologists. These three people, MRI technologists, MRI nurses, and MRI radiologists, these people are aware about the MRI safety. Absolutely no other staff can have access to MRI. Chapter 4, MRI zones. Here, for safety purpose, we have categorized in zone-wise areas. All MRI shoots have designated zones to ensure safety. Zones are labeled 1 to 4, I being the furthest from the scanner and 4 being the scanner itself. Note, zones 3 and 4 are restricted to MRI staff only. Level 3 and 4 are restricted to MRI staff only. This is the zone we have, just for your knowledge, zone 1, zone 2, 3 and 4. We have categorized different type. Staff attire zones 3 and 4, anyone. And anyone entering zones 3 and 4 of the MRI department must be changed into the approved MRI pocketless scrubs. This includes technologists, floor nurses, physicians, respiratory, all the staff. These all staffs are asked to remove all their clothes which are pocketless scrubs. Patient attire. How to attend the patient? A patient requires a full change of attire including undergarments. This also applies to any accompanying parents or guardians. Not properly changing a patient can cause burns and heating. So whenever taking the patient, he has to change all his clothes with undergarments also, and also family member, they should be changed and then allowed in the MRI room. Otherwise it may cause burn or heating. Condition of cardiopulmonary arrest. Codes are never to be run in the MRI room. Be serious on this. Whenever there are hospitals, we always have some codes like code blue, code red. All these hospitals have this kind of codes. So whenever a problem occurs with the patient, we should not allow any codes in the MRI room. So first we will take the patient from RF room to outside in the zone, safe zone area, and then we should allow any code. Codes are not never be run in the MRI room. If there is reason to call a code, the patient will be removed from the scanner and the code will be run in the back hallway, zone 3. Never bring the crash cart into the room. In emergency, we always use crash cart. So crash carts must not be allowed in the MRI room. First the patient should be taken outside in the safe zone, and then we can use a MRI crash cart only. Condition of cardiopulmonary arrest policy. Condition A or C in magnetic resonance MRI. In the event of crisis in MRI, it is the responsibility of the MRI technologist and nurses to remove the patient from the scanner and take the patient into the hallway behind the MRI scanners. The condition of cardiopulmonary arrest, team will be respond to the MRI shoot and their entrance will occur via the MRI technologist opening the door to this hallway. The core team will care for the patient in this area. The condition of cardiopulmonary arrest, team is not to enter into the scanner because of safety and therefore will take responsibility for the patient once the patient is in the designated hallway. Understand? MRI accidents. Here I am showing some MRI accident cases. What happens if a ferromagnetic item is brought into the room, like oxygen tank, wheelchair, cot, wrench, These items will become a projectile and attract towards the magnet with tremendous force. See, if any ferromagnetic items has been taken into the room, it will attract tremendously forcefully, it will attract the things. These items will fly toward the center of the magnet and take anything in its path with it. If a patient comes in with an unsafe wheelchair, the wheelchair will fly to the center of the magnet with the patient in the chair. See the example what shows. If the patient is come with the wheelchair, so the entire wheelchair with patient will attract very forcefully to the RF gantry room, which cause damage to the patient as well. Here is a picture showing brought into the MRI room. This is oxygen cylinder, wheelchair, floor buffer. Chapter 8, magnet quench. Here is the very important thing to know about the quench. Whenever there are dangerous things, we have some solutions for that, and it is called MRI quench. How it happens, we will show here. The only way to deplete the magnetic field is to perform a quench. A quench involves the rapid boil off or cryogenic fluid, only to be done in a life-threatening emergency. See, whenever it is necessary, only to be done in a life-threatening emergency, it should be magnet quenching should be done. If a person is trapped between a table and the magnet, or if there is a fire in the room and emergency staff are coming to the area, quenching the magnet is extremely expensive and takes the magnet out of commissions for weeks. There is a possibility that quenching the magnet could be irreversible. So here what we have to see here, okay, whenever you are doing the quenching, first of all, it is very expensive because the all magnetized helium will be released and all magnet has been removed. Then again, when we need to fill up another helium, it will take magnet out of commission for weeks, and there is possibility of that quenching that magnet could be irreversible. It is not irreversible. Once you are quenched, it will not be reversible. What happens during a quench? When you are applying quenching, what will you see? Extremely loud noise. Gas being ventilated from the magnet to outside. Some gas will be ventilated into the room, raising the risk for an oxygen shortage and liquid oxygen on the floors. Possible dangers of quenching. Here are some things which is dangerous while quenching. First, frostbite, asphyxiation, that means suffocation and hearing damage. And frostbite means you will have a skin damages. Magnet quench button, it will be here like this. Do not touch this button unless directly advised to by MRI staff. In conclusion, a patient has an unknown implant, see the MRI technologist and must clear the patient in writing before starting the exam. A patient codes in the scanner should be never done. A patient complains of burns, take the patient out of the room and investigate the further. What if a person is pregnant? What will you do if the patient is pregnant? See MRI technologist. As far as science can tell, MRI is safe, but policy at CHP is that no person be in the room during radio frequency while pregnant. This means a pregnant person should not be in the room while there is noise in the room. The pregnant staff member may continue to perform the duties or responsibilities as defined by her job description unless otherwise directed by a personal physician. So if any staff person is pregnant, they can allow in the MRI department to work. Important reminders: never bring metal into the room. Do not bring anyone into the MRI environment without completing the metal screening process by level 2 personnel. Codes are never to be run in the MRI room. ferromagnetic atoms being brought into the MRI environment can easily cause injury or death. If there are any questions regarding MRI safety, please ask us when you come in our department. Remember, the magnet is always on. Thank you. Now we have completed the lectures, first of MRI basics. Now at the end of the topics, we have make some questionnaires, and which you have to answer the questions, and you have to send it for the given email ID on UNMICRC.